Good afternoon, friends. We are starting a new topic called, hydroponics farming. Hydroponic farming, it is called, and also aeroponic. These two are introduced newly into the syllabus for the first time. So we try to cover with a much introductory manner instead of a very detailed one. Let us first understand what is meant by aeroponics, what is meant by hydroponics first of all. So, I have taken this material mostly from the net and other sources, including Wikipedia. There is one thing which we have already, mailed. So, in this, you can see, first of all, we should understand how the plant grows. That you must understand. The plants may be grown with only their roots exposed to the nutritious liquids. Apart from this liquid, you will have sunlight. This is fallen, which is cause for photosynthesis. And then this liquid is provided by this water, either from rainfall or for irrigation. And the soil holds this water in the root system. This is the soil, holds this water in the root system. So these nutrients, both in the soil as well as in the water, will be taken by the roots. So ultimately, what is that you are needing for producing this plant or the vegetative growth or food grains or whatever it is? See, first thing is you need a kind of environment wherein the sunlight is available, this soil is available, and water is available. But within this soil, why soil is required? It is providing some kind of nutrients and holding some water. Now the question is, can you remove this soil and put some inert material and provide the nutrient solution directly, instead of adding fertilizers or whatever maybe to the soil? Sometimes, natural soil, if it is a fertile, it will give sufficient nutrients to the plant. Whereas, otherwise in many of these agriculture, we are adding nutrients by these fertilizers. So, what is happening in these adding fertilizers is simply adding to the soil water. So, and then the plant is updating. Otherwise, it is a inert material. Of course, otherwise it is a inert material, medium, like gravel, perlite, and so on. So now in hydroponics, what we do is, we don't require any soil. We provide this sunlight also artificially or naturally with some kind of transparent rooftop or directly to the sunlight sometimes. But here what is happening? The soil is removed. There is no soil, but some kind of inert material may be there even without that also. That is called, later on we call aeroponics. And nutrient solution is provided to this root. This root also gets aerated through this from the atmosphere to the pores of the dry soil. Similarly, here also in hydroponics, only half of the root system is sometimes put under water. Remaining thing is for oxygen generation or aeration. So the figure which you have seen in your earlier class for this drainage, I have added all this material. So to introduce the concept of removing the soil and then putting only a kind of water within the inert material so that this plant can grow. That's what is known as hydroponics. Okay, let us go. What is hydroponics? Hydroponics is a method of growing plants without soil. Instead, by using mineral nutrient solutions instead of soil, you are adding only mineral nutrient solutions with water as a solvent and fed to the inert medium or substrate. This inert medium, what we are calling here technically as substrate. These substrates of many, of course, we will discuss. Instead of soil, what you are putting as a substrate in which you are putting this soil solutions, that is nutrient solutions. Okay, this is what is hydroponics. So I will go again. Hydroponics is a method of growing plants without soil, instead by using mineral nutrient solutions with water as a solvent and fed it to the inert medium which is supporting the plant. The nutrient used in hydroponic systems can come from any array of different sources, including but not limited to the fish excrement, duck manure, purchased chemical fertilizers, or artificial nutrient solution. So, of course, this again these nutrients we will discuss later on. There are many sources, even the fish excrement. In fact, in China, along with this rice cultivation, they put the fish also into the rice field. There's a double income. So, the fish excreta can be used as a nutrient to the rice fields. So, of course, the concept is there different. Here, the thing is, the fish excrement means I am just reminding. So, duck manure, this is also there. Like several such things, you can add, purchased some locally made fertilizers also, or even fertilizers commercially available. So, artificial nutrient solutions also made by the companies, and you can put it. Now, this is the nutrient solutions. Next, you can prepare on your own also. Okay, plants commonly grown hydroponically on inert media include these tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, lettuces, marijuana, and model plants like Arabidopsis thaliana. See, these are something like medicinal plants. So there are many greeny vegetables you can grow. Leafy vegetables you can grow. It may not be possible for a very big trees or so, but all these mankind consumes these leafy and greeny vegetables. Practically you can grow. That is the advantage, and a fresh one you can have. Hydroponics offers many advantages. One of them being a decrease in water usage for agriculture and then aerial extent. Agriculture and then aerial extent. Aerial extent you should have. So the water usage, first of all, let us come. To grow 1 kilogram of tomatoes, that is roughly around 2.2 lb, using intensive farming methods requires 400 liters of water. But using these hydroponics, you can just require only 70 liters of water only. And of course, aeroponics still conserved 20 liters only. So, lot of water saved. Even your less than your so-called micro irrigation in drip and sprinklers, right? So that is why in a highly water scarce areas, and of course there is an initial investment is there. This water is highly saved. Another thing is, you can see here, the agriculture produce that can be brought out of 2 acres in an intensive farming, that is brought out in 2 acres of intensive farming, can be produced in 2000 square feet, just like in your flat. In a commercial flat, I mean in a residential flat of area of 2000 square feet, of course you can arrange with vertical, various layers of growing with sunlight artificially or naturally you have taken. So that is reduced. Aerial extent also reduced. And another advantage is like no pesticides are used because it is under controlled environment. You normally there is no disease infected because everything is under control. And value addition is there. This is another advantage. Normally people buy where these pesticides and fertilizers not used. So that is nowadays this is order of the day. So you can purchase. I mean, you can sell this already. The market in 2016 it was $200 million. But now by 2021 it is $700+ million. It is growing worldwide. Okay. So let us look further into these hydroponics. You can see NASA scientists in one of the photographs taken by them is growing. You can see here the water is this solution solvent. The solutions are fed these inert material with the support, and plants can grow. In fact, I share my experience. This plant can grow very nicely anywhere. For example, when I was in the fieldwork in Sahara Desert, they were in a seminar. I went to a conference to the Egypt. We went to the fieldwork to the Sahara Desert. There, the plants here and there, I have seen some of the grassy, one or two here and there, some plants, grass and all. I asked the scientists there, how you're telling even 20 years there was not a single drop of rainfall, and nobody is going to pour some water there. How this plant is surviving? They said the plants will take moisture from the air and then survive. So such a thing. You can see in a concrete wall, the plant is growing. Nobody pouring water because some rain fracture. In this fracture, some moisture is there. So that is how plants can grow. So this is very important concept you must understand. This is how in a flat you can have a roof. This is under some controlled temperature and conditions. You can see the natural sunlight also can come with certain filtering. You can see there's one layer, another layer like this. Vertically, you can put that entire whatever the intensive farming in 2 acres. What you can do here, you can do in a simple 2,000 square feet. That is very important. Next, techniques. There are basically popularly two techniques are there. There are two main variations in hydroponics. One is a static solution culture. Here you can see static solution culture. Another one is continuous flow solution culture. For all techniques, most hydroponic reservoirs are now built of plastic, but other materials have been used, including concrete, glass, metal, concrete, metal, vegetables, solids, and wood. These are the materials used for this water running reservoirs. Many things, which includes, plastic too, mostly plastic, I think. Concrete is seldom used. Glass, yes, because it will, the container should exclude light to prevent algae and fungal growth in the nutrient solution. So that is why this metal and some solids, mostly this plastic is preferable. Then static solution culture. What is this static solution culture? Plants are grown in containers of nutrient solution. Plants are grown in the containers of nutrient solution. That is our basic fundamental for the hydroponics. The solution is usually gently aerated, but may be unaerated. If unaerated, the solution level is kept low enough that enough roots are above the solution so that they get adequate access. When you are adding water in a container, you should have certain gap, not fill the entire volume of the root zone into water. You must leave something for aeration, but you must cut a hole to have this reservoir to get this aerated. Otherwise, there will be a problem. Oxygen will be deficient and plant growth will not be there. That's why a cardboard, foil paper, wood or metal may be put up on top so that the sufficient aeration occur. So we'll stop here. We'll continue in the next video.